Hello, everyone. Welcome back to GDQ Hotfix is AAPI Heritage Month celebration. Right now, we have one of the members of the Speedrun Philippines Discord community here, showcasing one of their incredible submissions. They had like 6 submissions, and we wanted to take like 3. Like it was such a hard decision, but we landed on this one, and I'm so excited for this run to start. Can we hear more about this game and about you, John?
Yo, check! Sound check! Mula sa Bayang Pilipino, I am Jondbs, representing Manila, Philippines, and now on Nagoya, Japan. So, I'm currently living on Nagoya, Japan.
Manila!
So,
hey!
Yes, Manila. So, I'm very happy to return on GDQ Hotfix because my very last Hotfix run was when I did Atzelia Marie, which was about 2 years ago in Tina's RPG show. And shoutouts to Tinax, by the way. And today, I will showcase another, I don't know if you want to say a left field RPG. So, I'll be with Rhina here and some Suisse plush here. So maybe, let's just pretend these are my commentators. So, this is Tales of Zestiria. Speaking of Hotfix Tales, the last Tales run that was did on Hotfix was 2021, which was Tales of Berseria, which is actually the sequel of this game that we're about to run today. So Zestiria is actually the sequel of, in terms of the story, but in terms of the chronological order of release, this is the first before Berseria. So what we're about to run today is, this is Alicia's story. This is the DLC pack, and the main game is normally like 5 hours, but this particular DLC, and it's really short, it's just like 30 minutes. This is just like 30 minutes, but remember, it has been almost 4 years since this game was last run, so we will, I hope I'll be able to convey what is this JRPG particularly about, especially that for the people who are not aware, we are celebrating 30 years of Tales this year, this 2025. So without further ado, let's jump into the run. On the countdown, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Tara na.
Good luck.
So what is this game all about? In one sentence, I can describe this as a shepherd tries to cleanse the world. That's in one sentence. This DLC is about after the main boss fight in the main game. So a particular character named Alicia is actually trying to find where the shepherd went through after the fight. So what we're doing now is we're doing a bit of menuing here. Okay, menuing. Okay. So basically, we want to deal a lot of damage. That's just basically it. And of course, to help in our travels eventually. Okay? So, let me explain what is the battle system in this game. So, this is the linear battle system. Linear motion battle system. So, what you're seeing here is we can only move up, down, up, down. But if we want to move left and right, we have to sidestep, left, right, so that we can actually move in circular motion. We can do free run, but it's much slower, to be honest. It's much slower. So the faster way to do martial arts is that you just do the usual thing, the sidestep, the thing. So what the character that we're controlling now is Alicia, and the girl that we just see right there is Rose. Yeah, the other. So yeah, Alicia is trying to find where Sori is after the final battle in the main game, and that's basically the story. So a bit of menuing here again. No. Okay. Okay, we don't really need all of these healing items, but we need the arcane bottles because these arcane bottles are crucial, as I will explain later. So for now, we're just doing the pleasantries for now. We're just doing the pleasantries for now. Okay.
私を避けてる以上、レディレイクには行かないはず。
As I've mentioned, this is a short run. This is about 35 minutes. The other Tales runs that are short include, someone mentioned here, Destiny. The bad ending for Destiny is about 1 hour. And the recent, not the recent, actually the recent release is Grace's F. But before that, we have Beyond the Dawn, which is about 1.5 hours. Okay, first mandatory fight. So I will do a bit of menuing here and I will explain now what is going on with this game. So, arts, Armatize Earth. We disable almost all of the arts. The Earth Seraph. We have the Thunderclap. We only activate 2 arts. Okay, strategy. Wait, not this one. Okay. Numbers, aim for weakness. Go out, never mind HP. No blast, no blast, no blast. So, I will explain what is happening after the whole menuing thing. Okay, so what's happening here is that first, what you're seeing here, a character and a spirit suddenly fuse. So this is the main characteristic of this game, of this particular Tales, that you can actually fuse an element with a human. So this grants you so much powers of a specialized element type. So that's basically the picture. That's basically the distinct picture of this game. Apart from, of course, the Tales is well known for linear motion battle system, but this one in particular, we have armatization. Okay? So what we have seen also earlier is the Mystic Art. So Mystic Art is just practically the signature move. The signature move of a character that I'm currently playing. There are many Mystic Arts. There are many Mystic Arts for each character. You have Mystic Art for Rose, you have Mystic Art for water armatization, fire armatization. There's so many. Okay. What you are observing now is I've been walking diagonally. Okay? I have been walking diagonally. Why is that? Let me demonstrate it to you. This is straight line motion. It seems slow. It seems slow. Just look at the top left corner of the screen, how fast it is compared to a diagonal motion. And take note, we are playing this in the latest patch. We're playing this in the latest patch. So this means apparently the devs did not fix this particular motion. So throughout the speedrun, even the main game, you only get to the fastest way to get from point A to point B is just run diagonally. Run diagonally. So next we have another mandatory fight, but this is not too fancy. It's just another type of pleasantry. Okay? Oops. Oops. Oh, we're about to have a long fight. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're done with mandatory fight number 2. There are 6 mandatory fights in this category. The next 4 fights are boss fights. Practically boss fights. So, now we're doing a wild goose chase of the source of the malice, the malevolence. So basically, we're still under the mission of partially cleansing the world, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the run really just gets into the main bulk of the game, just like giving you 2 fights and then just boss after boss after boss.
Oh yes, that's essentially the thing with JRPGs actually. It's basically walking simulator and then boss fight, and then another walking simulator, boss fight. Oh yeah, now very good point, Limey, that you have mentioned it. If you have seen a Tales speedrun before, even in other JRPGs as well, it's practically walking simulator and then boss fight. Maybe there are setups along the way, yes, but walking simulator. Shoutouts to Pampa, because he called Tales of Berseria walking simulator, and I think that's practically the thing. Yeah. Oops.
Well, you're
that
moving
was a
diagonally,
close
so
one.
there's like tech.
Yeah, the tech behind the movement, yeah. It's just the devs forgot. Apparently, the dog ate the homework that the devs did not see the diagonal movement. Okay, so we will I will explain now what will happen in the next boss fight, because you have seen Mystic Arts. We haven't seen full armatization. And actually, what we intend to do in the next 4 boss fights. So we will. And we're about to get there. So. Okay. Boss fight, Maltran. Let's go. Armatization. Oh, I did not see that. So, BGs. This is why... Oops. I kept getting hit. Okay. Mystic Arts require 4 BGs. The number 10 that you saw on bottom of the screen. Oh, that was big damage. Oh, this is so good. So, you need 4 BGs for Mystic Arts. Oh, I did not expect this. I didn't... Oh... Marathon luck! I cannot believe this. I just did a Maltran fight in 12 seconds. Normally in my 30 seconds is already good, but 10 seconds, I cannot believe it. So what you just saw there is Mystic Arts. We will spam Mystic Arts for the next 4 boss fights. And what's distinct about Zestiria and Berseria, the PS4 Tales, is that the chain combos are broken, or the chain multipliers are broken, because the moment you stun an enemy, a boss fight, you can make the chain multiplier all the way to 2.0 or twice the damage, and that is why you're seeing those big damage numbers like 34,000. That is extraordinary. That's extraordinary. And that is also one of the reasons why Berseria and Zestiria are super broken when it comes to damage numbers. And that's also the reason that Berseria is considered as one of the easiest Tales games to speedrun. Actually, I haven't tried. And also Berseria is like 4 hours.
I think that's worth doing. I think that sounds fun.
Yeah, I think so. I would think so too. But of course, as a JRPG run, you have to pick your fights. Yeah, both
literally and
there are a lot of interesting JRPG speedruns, but and also now that Limey has mentioned it, also good point as well. Tales is not very easy to speedrun in general, because for example, if you know, for example, Berseria, you cannot apply completely what happens in Berseria to this, to Zestiria. And it's also an entirely different thing if you do another easy Tales speed game like Exilia. It's an entirely different thing because, well, that's a thing for JRPGs, but if you play turn-based, most of the things that you know in turn-based will apply to the latter part of the series, unless it's an entirely old game and then you're going to proceed in the modern game. That's a different thing. But Tales is very different. Even if you know one game from another, just Arise and then Zestiria, Berseria, it's entirely different. Oops. So we are now in the final dungeon, actually. We are now in the final dungeon, but this is a very long dungeon. So this is one of the reasons why you would see a lot of walking simulators in your other Tales games. So let me go through my notes because it's easy to get lost in a dungeon. Okay. Just look at how fast if you do the diagonal movement versus the straight movement. Okay. I think this is now the time to remark about the game's release. So I'm done talking about the lore, but this time I will talk about the lore behind this game's release. This particular DLC and even the whole game itself is quite controversial for its release because here's the thing. Alicia is one of the Alicia, the character we're controlling now, is one of the main characters in Zestiria. But here's the catch. We don't get to use Alicia much in the game. If I'm not mistaken, you only use Alicia like 2 to 3 times at the very least. It's not that long. And what's even worse is even we have this DLC, she doesn't get the armatization. She does not get the armatization. So we are some equipments first because we have the next boss fight. Where are you? Garment. Then okay. A bit of menuing before the next boss fight. So the next boss fight is that we're going to do is 2 snakes. Yeah, 2 snakes. And I haven't mentioned about much about weakness system. This game has first introduced the weakness system depending on which monster class that you actually fight. I haven't used drop bottle. That's the very first thing that we need to do. We want more money after this fight. Oh, okay. We got the stun. This is good. Oops. Let's use elixir, okay. This particular fight is the most difficult fight because we don't have much items in our arsenal except for elixir and DB recovery items. And also the snakes are quite fast and they inflict annoying status effects, especially paralysis and poison. Yeah, paralysis and poison. Wait a minute. Okay, I think I have to... Come on. Okay. Come on. Oh. Okay, good. Yeah, I need to concentrate on this fight because the snakes are particularly difficult. So we have 1 snake down. So normally the tactic is if you can stun both enemies, this is super good. But unfortunately, Marathon Luck does not come our way as always. So the art of war is you just defeat one of them and then just divide and conquer. Yeah, divide and conquer. Oh, we did not hit. Okay. Come on. I did. See, this is one of the hard things about this fight. You have. Okay. Okay. The snake should be done in any minute. Huh? Okay, just a few hits. Marathon Luck, as always. About 2 minutes, that's super bad, to be honest. Because a good fight is about 30 seconds. But
yeah, I was gonna say, I had no idea what was happening, but that looked
annoying.
tense.
The snakes was just annoying. Actually, that is the most difficult fight in the run. Okay, so 2 boss fights remaining. So what we're going to do is we're going to travel back to the beginning of the game, DLC rather, and we will buy some stuff. So 1 elixir, 4 art glasses, and 2 arcane bottles. Oh, okay. The usual menu did not go as planned. So 1, 4, 2 should be fine. Okay, let's go back. So we're now in the 5th floor. So this is where we can potentially get lost. So go back to notes. You have, by the way, the holy bottle that we use is essentially a repellent for weaker enemies, but as you observe, this dungeon has tons of high-leveled enemies. Most of them are like 80 plus enemies, so the repellent doesn't work, but it's just for the earlier dungeon, the dungeon before this. So we're going to the treasure room because there are some equipments that we really need to obtain. Yeah, and a key to one of the doors. Yeah, key one of the doors. So yeah, let's pick up where we last tackled about the controversial release. Yeah, Alicia did not get the armatization in this DLC. So what they did is they did an anime called Tales of Zestiria the Cross. So actually it has a really good animation. It's animated by UFO Table. Actually, it's still the if I'm not mistaken, it's still the animation studio. Oops! That's close to an encounter. An encounter is about 10 seconds in your typical Tales games, yeah. Yeah, Tales of Zestiria the Cross. That was the anime adaptation for this game, actually. And that's when they finally did justice for Alicia not having mystic arts. Or rather, armatization. Yeah. And by the way, I recommend you watch that one because not only it has good animation, no, but also it features some bits of Berseria. It's like what if Berseria was made an anime. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, what you have seen there is some black portal going on there. If you trigger it, that will be a dangerous encounter. It's much harder to flee. It might, if I'm not mistaken, it will consume about 15 to 20 seconds. Yeah, 15 to 20 seconds. And what's even harder is you will you will see most of your party members die as soon as you while trying to escape from the fight. So it's not that great of a run if you get a dangerous encounter. So we're now going to go through the next boss fight. The next boss fight is actually the two winged foes, one of which is a Valkyrie, and Valkyrie is particularly annoying because they're both birds actually. Okay, let's do a bit of menuing here. David, Gusting Green, Adamantine, Backfest, Alicia, go for Demon Ring. Okay, Elixir for you, Rose, and Lila. Okay. Okay, here goes nothing. Next boss fight, two birds. Both of this can inflict really bad status. The big bird will inflict slow, which is super bad actually if you manage to get it. And this is the reason why we have Hourglass, because we will be able to stop enemies for like 5 seconds, and that's super crucial so that we can perform aromatization arts. And that's bye-bye bird. So that Divine Phoenix Blade is super handy because because if you manage to stun a foe, that's technically an instant art. Yeah, it's an instant art. You don't need to cast anymore because it's already stunned. So this is one of the handy things that you can do. Okay, one more. Okay, Edna, go for Hourglass. I'm trying to save up elixirs. That is why I don't use Mystic Arts. I'm trying to save up elixirs for the final fight. And after all, the Valkyrie is much easier to knock out. So I'm conserving elixirs for the final fight. Okay, so that's 5 boss fights down. So we're now into the last boss fight. The last boss fight is just essentially the Baphomets, yeah. So okay, where was I? Yeah, the anime. Yeah, they did justice to Alicia that she was able to get aromatization. Yeah. And also, one of the boss fights that you saw earlier, Maltran, in the main game, she died. But in the anime, she is still alive and kicking. So, in a way, the anime did justice also to the lore of Maltran. Yeah. Okay. Oops. This is one of the annoying things about some of the undead, because they will just poof! Bulaga! Bulaga! This is one of the benefits of using the squires from earlier. Yeah, squires from earlier. Exactly. The anime fixed the problems with the game. Yeah, exactly. So that is why this particular, both the main game and the DLC, was considered to be really, really controversial. So, okay. More doors, more doors. So in the... sorry, I forgot to mention the weakness system. You have bird, you have the elemental weakness, and all of them will contribute to your chain. So that is essentially the strat for speedruns for PS4 Tales. Yeah, PS4 Tales. That's Zestiria and Berseria. Oops. So we're closing in now to the final boss fight. We're just a few doors away. Okay, a bit of menuing here before we go to the fight. So, David, I need your demon ring. And then, elixir for those. Oh yeah, you have been wondering, why do I just blitz into the boss fight without saving? Who would have wondered? Oh, somebody's knocking at. Oh, why did I figure the mystic art? Oh no, this is bad. But that's fine. Oh yeah, you have observed Sylphistia. So in Tales of Berseria, this is the art, the mystic art of Oscar. If you're familiar, if you have seen Tales of Berseria. Oh. Somebody's suddenly knocked at the back. Okay. Wait a minute. I need to refill my BGs. So the strategy for this fight is we just fish for stuns in this in every boss fights, and once we get the stun, we just mystic art. Stun, mystic art, stun, mystic art. That's essentially the thing because we want to build chains. Okay. Okay, good. We triggered the cutscene. So after this cutscene, this is a trigger of the next phase. Actually, this is the real final boss fight. Wait. Okay, good. We refilled the BG all the way to the top. Okay. So the gimmick for this final phase, we have to defeat both of the Baphomets in simultaneously. You cannot defeat one by one. You have to defeat them both. What does this remind you of? Well, partially, one of the super boss fights in Vesperia where you have to defeat all of the parts of the final boss. That's essentially it. But yeah, there are some gimmicks like this in Tales actually. I don't know which. Wait a minute, I need to get my stun. Okay, good. We have the stun. Is it good? Will I be able to get? I don't think. I don't. Oh yeah, just from the damage numbers, we did not get it. Okay. Elixir again. Oh. Wait a minute. Pandora's Tower. Is it I don't remember the final dungeon in Vesperia, but I mean the one you have the head, the tail. Yeah, something like that. I'm not getting the stun. Come on. Come on. Give me the stun. Wait a minute. Okay, I'll take advantage to restore. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is such a bad fight, to be honest. I did not get that stun that I need.
Getting lucky in a JRPG run is so normal, unfortunately.
Yes, definitely limey.
Yeah, sometimes in Pokemon runs, you just get like crit 3 times in a row, and then your run is over, and it's like, well, I
Yes.
should eat that, I guess.
But the good thing is, even if we losing this fight, as we starting from Exilia, we can just repeat. Yeah, we can just repeat. Okay, we got the stun. Hey, somebody knocking at the door all of a sudden. Oh, did I? Oh, okay. I need one more.
結構むずいよ一瞬でいい2体同時に隙を見せれば
Okay. Time will come up once we trigger the loading screen. I mean the battle result. And that's time. Time.
GG's.
So, thank you very much. So, this is Tales of Zestiria Alicia's story. And as usual, shoutouts to the Hotfix staff. I feel it feels good to be back at Hotfix. Again, as I mentioned, my last Hotfix run was like almost 2 years ago when I ran Mario Remake on Tina's RPG show. And it's not easy to get a left field RPG JRPG on GDQ. So even on the GDQ platform itself. So shoutouts to the AAPI team, Limey, Echi, and Dangerous who did the tech check, and then yeah, shoutouts to the Hotfix staff as well. And as usual, shoutouts also to the Tales community, both in the West and the Japanese Tales RTA. And speaking of which, I will take full advantage of this platform now. That next week in RTA in Japan, there will be a Tales of Showcase Marathon featuring the Japanese runners, if not all, or I would say almost all. So please look forward to it because they're super good in. I can absolutely tell that they're super good at JRPGs, to be honest. And unfortunately, I will not be there because I have been busy with my IRL stuff. And last week, I just did a run of one of the Tales games that I've been meaning to run, Tales of Fantasia Narakiri Dungeon, which is the sequel of Tales of Fantasia. So I just ran that one last week, so unfortunately I was not able to make it to the deadline. So, but nevertheless, this will be my contribution to the Japanese Tales RTA. To the person asking there, 35 minutes, this is just the DLC category, okay? This is not the 5-hour main game run. So, this is not the 5-hour main game run. And I forgot, yeah, we have people from the Speedrun PH. Shoutouts to Yebra, Vids Chillin, and Bell, the heads of those organizations. So, shoutouts to them. And of course, to the fellow Filipino speedrunners. So please look forward to them also. Of course, we have Limey and Adrian tomorrow as well. And of course, we have Kraken Arises who will perform Time Crisis 2 later. So please look forward to it. He's also a runner from the Philippines. Please look forward to that. And then look forward also to the rest of AAPI. They all have good runs incoming. Especially to the fellow RPG runners later, a variety pack who will do Bioshock 2, and a fellow JRPG runner, Sanjan, who will do Chrono Cross, a segmented run of Chrono Cross. And of course, right after this run, we have Juhors, all the way from Singapore. So, who will do Rose and Camellia, which is one of the silly games that got in SGDQ 2025. So please look forward to it. And for now, maybe we'll see each other, because we will be celebrating 30 years of Tales this year. I will most likely you will see me in the latter half of the year, and most likely 2026. Okay. As I have mentioned, I will I will dedicate fully this year to Tales in terms of speedrunning. And for now, I think this is goodbye. And balik sa'yo, kabayan Limey.
You took literally everything I was gonna say, but yeah, everyone, please follow Jondbs. What's your Twitch for everyone in chat so they can follow you?
Sorry, Raine, Sweet-chan. Okay.
Yeah, everyone, please follow Jondbs on Twitch. We're gonna like you said, we're gonna be back in just a few minutes with Juho running Rose and Camellia. We'll be back in just a few minutes. See you then.